Hi guys, Layla the regulator here.
And I want to tell you guys why some of you women can't get a date or you're having man troubles. There's a lot of factors involved. You got to look in the mirror and believe and know. My hair is like screwed up today. Anyway, the thing is that a lot of problems a lot of women have is your expectations need to match who you are as a person. I mean, I'm seeing women, especially in New York. I don't know what it is about New York, but a lot of women coming up to me, in my seminars, and they're like, I'm having trouble. I'm like, okay, why are you having trouble? And they're like, oh, because I need a man that's really good looking. He has to make at least $100,000 a year, and he has to be really, really, good in bed, and I got to be this amount inches. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. First of all, let's look at you first, okay? Are you super hot? How much are you making? And yeah, you want a guy with 12 inches. How many inches off your waist do you have? Before you start shooting off and saying you want this and that, what do you bring to the table? Really? What is your level at this point? Have you ever heard of the word evenly yoked? That means you have to be close, similar to attract the mate that you want. Okay? You have to know your limitations. Um, Let me see a good example. Brad Pitt and Mother Teresa would never be together. Okay? It's not going to happen. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, there you go. She's considered very beautiful. She has a decent career. He's considered attractive. He has a decent career. So, boom, they fit like a glove. Is it going to work? Depends on a lot of factors. But what I'm saying is, if you want that type of man, be close or at the helm or over the level he is. You know. And newsflash: attractive guys with a lot of money that are sweet and kind and faithful are really hard to come by. Hard, okay, really hard to come by. Money is a beautiful thing in some ways. You want a man who is secure. You don't, true broke asses ain't going nowhere, basically. Okay. So I understand you ladies when I know you don't want no broke ass. Okay, we ain't trying to go there, so that's good. A good looking guy, yeah, you can't have sex with a dog. I mean, so I understand you, but don't go crazy with the situation. You know what I mean? Because if there's a good looking guy with tons of money that's sweet as hell, girl, the line is gonna be down all the way down there, and it's not easy. Um, no one's saying, and I know a lot of y'all guys are thinking, oh, you're telling me to lower my standards, and then as I state in the book, you don't have to lower your standards, okay? I'm telling you to change perspective. You understand what I'm saying about changing perspective? Um, give give the the average guy a chance. I don't even call average. Give the guy a chance. He does he have to drive a $200,000 car? Does he? Because to me, especially in this economy, I don't care how rich you are, unless you're Donald Trump. You know, someone driving a really expensive car is not really smart. You want the smart guy. You want the guy who, he has a decent car. He has a decent, he's got stuff going on, but he's not going to be broke. Okay, I'll give you an example for me. The person that I'm with right now, and very sweet guy. He has a good job, really decent job. He has a car and he has a motorcycle. He has health insurance. Well, I wouldn't say he has health insurance because he's from Europe, so everyone has health insurance. But he lives in in his country. He lives in a really decent area. Um, he's smart with his money. He's good looking, you know. He is funny. He's sweet. He treats me like a princess. Will he ever be on People's Most Handsome Guy list? No. Will he ever be on Forbes 500 Most Rich Man list? No. But at the end of the day, I'm proud to walk down the street with him. I can turn around and count on him. I know if I'm sad, he's sadder than I am. He cares about me. He loves me. I love him. I had supermodels, okay? I've been I wouldn't say fortunate, but I've had the so-called advantage or privilege to be with the smart guy, the hot guy with the cars and the money a dozen times. Okay? And let me tell you something. He's so busy thinking about image, he's not even thinking about you. And I left those relationships because it was such pressure because I had to be a part of his whole facade. Okay? He had the money in the car, and I had to be on point because I'm part of the accessory. And if I wasn't up to that point, bye bye, see you later. You're not viable. It doesn't last forever. And I as I got older, I noticed that I don't want that pressure. I don't want to be looked at for looks or how big my ass is or whatever, because it doesn't last. You know, I'm gonna be knocking on 50 in a couple of years, and I want that guy that I'm with to still be with me and say, you know what, you look as pretty as you did when I first met you. And even if you lost your looks, so what? I love you, period. And that's what you girls should be looking for. Okay? The guy with all the money and the big cock is he's gonna run that into the ground, until he's like 60. He's not wifing up anybody. Sorry. And the woman he's wifing up, he's never gonna be satisfied because eventually, if her looks fade, he's gonna be bored. If she gets old, it's gonna remind him how old he is, and he's gonna cheat and stuff like that. So don't put your expectations like that. And if like I said, you want a guy with all of this stuff, you better be on point. You can't be 250 pounds and say you want somebody who's muscular. Sorry. You can't say you want to be with, a really cute, hot guy and you got like three, four kids. No. A lot of you don't want to hear that. And you're going to get angry that I'm saying it. But let's be mature and realistic here. Look at your surroundings and look what you got in your cipher. Look at yourself and you be realistic as to who you can attract right now. How is your attitude, period? Let's throw the looks out the window. How are you as a person? Can a man have a full conversation with you? Are you sexy? Are you funny? Are you interesting? Are you alluring? Or are you just one dimensional? Can you hold someone's interest? Period? Let me tell you, ladies, if you want a quality man, you want a man that is multifaceted. He knows about what's going on in the world. He knows about politics. He could talk to you about anything. He's a book reader. I'm big on book readers. Men that read books are really good to go out with. Um, he's someone you could really talk to. Okay. But, I mean, how are you as a person? Do you just follow the trends? Whatever's the hottest outfit you wear, whatever the hottest style, do you follow the herd? You're just like everybody else. And you want this special particular guy that's gonna like you. It's not cutting it. You want I can tell you girls what you want because every woman wants that. You want a man who loves you. Someone that can make you laugh, someone that is not only your lover but your friend. Don't you? I know that's what I wanted. I mean if someone doesn't want if a woman doesn't want that, then I'm confused. I mean, you know, so I know that's not all of it, but that's some of it. So if you want this type of guy, You got to understand this type of guy is not just some dummy, okay? He's a person that he's seeking just like you are. He worked hard to get where he needs to be and now he wants a mate beside him. And he's looking just like you are. But he will look over you if you're just simple. And don't think because he's talking to you that, you got it in the bag cuz maybe when a guy meets you, he makes two distinctions. Is this a girl I'm going to fuck or try to fuck or is this a girl that might be Miss Right? Who knows? Again, like I said in the first video, you make that determination. So what is it, ladies? Which are you? Which you're going to be? Your expectations have to match what you are. And you have every right to expect the most. But be sure, tried and true, that if you don't come to the table with those same expectations, I'm not saying that's not possible, but you have a harder time getting the man you want if you're not meeting his level or not exceeding it. Okay? There has to be something extraordinary about you that could get you over that top. Okay? For example, if there's a guy that's really good looking and he has a lot of money, you may not have a great job, you may not have a lot of money, but man, you better be hot to death. Because when this guy goes out in the world, he has to validate why he's with you. If you're lacking something, there has to be something that he can validate to the world why he's with you. Oh, she doesn't work. She's not educated, but damn, she looks like Beyonce. Wow. Okay. Or the reverse. Oh, she's not that cute, but she works for the Department of Defense. She's like the head of the entire organization. And she speaks three different languages. And she's very important in life. Yes. Okay. And for those who got mad at what I said or you think this is pish posh, I'm sorry, you're being immature. You don't want to believe it. Don't get mad because you think you can't be that expectation. Maybe you're not that expectation right now, but make yourself be that expectation. Okay? If you're fat, lose the weight. If you're not cute, get the surgery to make so. Do it. How much do you want to get the man that you want? And this is what I reiterate in the book the entire time. How much do you want? Okay? How far are you willing to go? I feel like there's no limit. Okay? Me personally, and this is my personal thing. When I was younger, I wanted to get married, and I just felt that I would have a hard time. In this country, it's really hard for a black woman to get married. Instead of me crying about it and like, oh, I said, you know what? I'm going to learn another language. And that's what I did. I learned another language. I started networking, utilizing my social networks, and I found someone. And I knew in Europe, guys marry quicker than men here. And I got married. Boom. How long did it take? A year. Not a problem. Um, the marriage didn't work out. I left. The person that I met, and we didn't really gel. There was a lot of factors, but it was an insecurity issue on his part. I might get into it one day. But that's my theory. I like being a wife. I think it's a cool thing. Some people may not. Um, so I did the same thing. I met a guy in Europe currently, and we're taking things slow. And I'm not worried. Like I'm going to be moving there by the end of next year. So the thing is that how far are you willing to go to get what you want? Anyway, that's my 2 cents. See you guys.